What's up, folks? We are back with another Clown Fiesta off race matchup. It is going to be our Teal Protoss B-Breed going up against our Red Protoss Bimbo Slice. So this is gonna be a PvP mirror matchup between two non-Protoss players. Neither of them very good at this race. And I'm not even sure if either of them really know what they're doing. So this is going to be wacky. This is going to be loony. This is going to be crazy. And let's see what happens. Of course, Timbo, normally a Zerg player. B-Breed, normally a Terran player. So, starting things off, we've got a gateway and a forge from Timbo Slice. B-Breed's going just for a gateway. And both players opting for the low ground wall, which does usually imply they want to go for a quick expansion. Now, again, neither player too versed in this race or this matchup, but fast expand typically pretty risky in PvP because it's very easy for either player to just go for some wacky aggression like 3-gate zealot or like a 4-gate rush or something like that. Neither player doing any such thing, so they're both gonna get away with this quick nexus. I do play Protoss myself once in a while, and if I get a PvP, I typically go for some kind of gateway immortal attack. And immortals obviously very good against armored units such as stalkers. So that's something we could potentially look out for in this game. Once again, going to be very hard to predict what either player is going to do, because they are, well, not Protoss players, but they do know what it's like playing against Protoss, so they might try for some kind of trickery or shenanigans. We do see B-Breed is going for the Stargate. Now, Stargate in PvP, I'm not too sure if that's really good, at least not this early, I think, because Stalkers, you're usually going to get a few of them to start things off. Stalkers obviously shoot up, so pretty good defensively against anything the Stargate can produce, being Oracles or Void Rays or Phoenixes. Not sure why anyone would go Phoenixes, but that is an option. B-Breed is going to start things off with an Oracle, and Timbo, he has no army just yet, just this one Stalker which is coming out to scout. So this Oracle, despite what I just said about Stargate units, could potentially get a good amount of damage done. Timbo, despite his 2, soon to be 3 gateways, doesn't really have too many units on his side of the map. So first Oracle did come out, and where is it? Oh, there it is. Gonna be taking the long way around. It's gonna give Timbo a little bit more time to prepare, but will he be ready? I don't think so. He's got 2 Stalkers, not quite in position for the angle that this Oracle is going to come in. So this Oracle likely going to get a good number of probes. I would estimate 9. Let's go with 9 and let's see what happens. First, second, third, fourth, fifth probe going down already, and 6. Oh, couldn't get the 7th just yet. And there we go, 7, 8, and oh! Second Oracle shows up, but Stalkers enough to fend that off. So 8, I was off by 1. Pretty close, if I do say so myself. And now B-Breed was focusing pretty heavily on that and is floating a lot of money at the moment. 1,200 minerals. Timbo doing a little bit better with 550. So both players obviously struggling in the macro department as of now. But B-Breed with some decent damage with those 2 oracles, and of course keeping them alive is the most important thing. You can heal those up, regenerate some energy, and go back in, which it looks like he is going to do shortly. Timbo now throwing down a proxy pylon. That implies he is looking for some aggression of his own in the near future. Now B-Breed coming back in once again with these oracles. Going to get a lot more damage done with 2. And let's see how many probes he gets this time around. 8, 9, 10 already going down. That is absolutely massive. 12. Make that 12. And more damage to be found in the natural. 13. Alright, I thought he would get a few more in the natural, but 13. Both oracles still alive. That is absolutely massive. 13 plus the 8 from earlier. They say never do math on stream, but let me tell you, that's 21 probes going down. That is massive. We do see the worker discrepancy here. 56 for B-Breed, 33 for Timbo, who is starting to warp in Stalkers for his attack over here. He's got a gateway on this pylon as well, so he's got fast warp-ins. And B-Breed kind of out in position. He's got his army out here by the rocks, not sure why. He kind of does this in his Terran play as well, kind of just loitering his units around in the middle of nowhere. And that could absolutely come back to bite him in this game. Let's see if Timbo can find some equalizing damage. He's got a good number of Stalkers over here at this position. But is he waiting too long? B-Breed establishing this 3rd. He's got cannons coming up. I would like to see some shield batteries, but only the 1 in the natural there. Timbo, he does have his observer here, so he does see the location of B-Breed's army. Decides to go in anyways. This is not a great angle for Timbo, as we do see some Stalkers coming in for the flank, kind of. Just bit of a surround there, so pretty good engagement for B-Breed. Numbers kind of favoring Timbo, but of course defender's advantage here for B-Breed. He does have the safety of this shield battery. Is that going to be enough? Timbo going to set his sights on the 3rd, but there are several cannons there, and that's not a good fight either. He's taking a lot of extra damage, and I don't think he can really stick around with all these Stalkers of his opponent. And yeah, Timbo gonna get cleaned up here, and that was a failed attack, I'd have to say. So we do see 84 supply from B-Breed, 55 for Timbo. B-Breed floating a lot of money, 3,000 minerals. And Timbo, I don't know what he can do. He doesn't have a 3rd base. He's just pretty all in at this point, trying to get that blink upgrade, but B-Breed already has his. And this 3rd base paying dividends right now. The income for B-Breed just absolutely massive. He's got everything in his favor right now. And Timbo, I feel like he's just gonna have to tap out pretty soon here. Now we can see that he is quite dead. Is Timbo gonna realize that as he's sitting on 69 supply? Nice. Trying to come in once again. Gonna focus down that cybernetics core. That means B-Breed cannot warp in Stalkers for the next couple minutes until he rebuilds that, but does it even matter? I don't think so. Timbo trying his best with the blink micro, but this is just a numbers game at this point. B-Breed warping in slow zealots, and they're gonna do just fine to tank. GG does get called, and B-Breed gonna take game number 1 in this PvP Clown Fiesta. Welcome back. This is game number 2 in this PvP series. I'm not entirely sure if these guys are gonna stick with PvP for the whole duration, but as of now, still PvP. Once again, it is the teal Protoss B-Breed and the red Protoss Timbo Slice. B-Breed with pretty dominating game last game off the back of some excellent Oracle harassment. Timbo just not prepared for the first attack nor the second attack. And yeah, he didn't have enough Stalkers. Typically, you're going to want to produce Stalkers pretty much non-stop, I would say. And he didn't adjust after that initial Oracle harassment. He didn't put any cannons in his mineral lines. He didn't have any Stalkers defending the edge of his bases. And he went for the Robo facility. Only got a single observer. No Immortals or anything like that. I feel like Immortals would have helped with that attack that he attempted. B-Breed just kind of ran away with that game, taking a 3rd base and even a 4th base towards the end there. And he just had a huge lead in the economy, and it just snowballed out of control. Let's see if Timbo can make the necessary adjustments in game number 2. Timbo going for a very fast Nexus, as we do see it is already about 40% done. B-Breed opting to get the Cybernetics core first. Still no Nexus in sight, but he is saving up money, so likely gonna see that sometime soon. As the probe coming down, gonna be dropping that, I would assume. There it goes. And B-Breed going for the scout. Gonna see that Timbo's Nexus already almost done. And that's gonna mean Timbo is gonna have a slight advantage in this early game. Of course, the double chrono boost can really help to get just a lot of probes out very quickly. Cyber core done here for Timbo. Gonna start that warp gate research right away. And B-Breed going for the Stargate right away yet again. And I imagine he would like to go for Oracles again and try to get similar damage as last game. Let's see if Timbo is going to be able to sniff this out, or maybe just make some preemptive defenses. Looks like Timbo going to be doing the same thing as he did last game, going for the Robo facility, rallying that already to B-Breed's base. So you can already tell he is going for a quick observer. We do have a single Stalker of B-Breed, causing a little bit of havoc here. Might barely just not going to get that Zealot, and actually taking a little bit of damage on that Stalker, so kind of a mistake there. Second Stalker showing up as well. Let's see if B-Breed can convert this into some more significant damage. 2 Stalkers is always gonna beat a single Stalker and Zealot. So let's see. Gonna venture deep into his opponent's natural base. Does snipe off that Stalker. And Timbo in a little bit of trouble right now. Second Stalker does pop out, so that is enough to push that away. And all things considered, not too bad for Timbo, who is sitting up at 37 to 26 workers. So, like I said, he's been just probing and chrono boosting pretty much non-stop. The supply blocked now, but he is going for a Stargate of his own. B-Breed, he did have his Stargate earlier. He does have an Oracle already, but not really sending it out just yet. And here's the Observer from Timbo, who is scouting this all. So excellent scouting there from Timbo. He should be fully aware of what's coming. And is he gonna prepare in any way? Looks like he's just gonna position his Void Ray in the main, and that should be just enough to deny this Oracle of B-Breed. And he's got a Stalker in the natural as well. Another one watching the door. So Timbo in a pretty good position right now. This Oracle kind of skirting around, but Timbo did notice it. Moves his Void Ray. And is he going to get it? Yes, picks off the Oracle. Only 2 probes going down. That's an excellent defense. B-Breed, he did get a second Oracle as well. But kind of useless now that he knows that Timbo is prepared. And Timbo not really committing too heavily into the air. Going to be shifting back into gateways, it looks like. But as I say that, he is getting a second Stargate. Odd choice when you're not even using your first one. But this is Clown Fiesta, of course. And B-Breed has done a pretty good job in catching up on the workers. 41 to 44. So only trailing by 3 now. He was down something like 10 before. Both players getting their third bases as well. And Timbo with his Observer here, kind of in a weird spot. You don't really see the front, so don't know when your opponent's moving out. Awkward spot, but I guess he doesn't want to be too close to this cannon. I would have preferred it somewhere over here so you can see when your opponent's moving out. Timbo kind of in the dark right now. And, does move the Observer into the detection range of that cannon and ends up losing it. And this Robo facility, once again from Timbo, only producing that one Observer and nothing else. Kind of a waste if you ask me. Make some Immortals. Immortals are so good against Stalkers. Maybe tech up to a Robo Bay later, get some Colossus, get some Disruptors. But just that one Observer, kind of a waste. Now Timbo is shifting into double Stargate Void Rays. And Void Rays, pretty good. They do bonus damage versus armored as well, but not as tanky as Immortals. This one Void Ray gonna beam down a pylon. Odd choice there, and activates the beam. No control there. Gonna lose that Void Ray. Very awful control there from Timbo. Not sure what that was all about. He's got 2 Void Rays now coming on out. But the entire army of B-Breed over here at the third. Timbo gonna go around into the main base, it looks like, and B-Breed has no idea he is saturating up this third, throwing down cannons, and could potentially take some damage into the main. He does have just 1 cannon, which can get beamed down pretty quickly with the prismatic alignment, but Timbo just hanging out here, doing absolutely nothing. He does this with his mutas as well, just kind of floats them around in no man's land, and that gives his opponent a chance to breathe, really. Timbo himself setting up his third base as well, making a nice little wall, some cannons and shield batteries behind it. So both players pretty even on the macro front. However, B-Breed going for the 4th now. Now Timbo finally moving those Void Rays into the main. Does activate that prismatic alignment, and down goes that cannon. Now these probes gonna have to run away. And B-Breed just gonna go for the counter attack, and this could be pretty massive. He does have the numbers game right now. Timbo does have some high Templars, but not enough energy, and he doesn't even have Storm just yet. So he's gonna have to morph those into Archons, but is that too late? He backs up into the protection of his shield battery, activates shield battery overcharge. Is that gonna be enough to save him? These Void Rays working away at that Nexus there. We'll take a look back at that a little later on, but the big story right now is this big push from B-Breed. It looks like that shield battery overcharge was just what Timbo needed to capitalize and take out B-Breed's army. The main Nexus of B-Breed went down as well, and these two Void Rays may finally go down, but no. Prismatic Alignment once again activating and taking out that last Stalker. And Timbo not really sure what to target. Going for a pylon here that won't really depower anything. So poor targeting choice there. I would have preferred if he went for this one. He should have been able to see this blinking away. So that would have clued him in that he was researching something. And that would have been a higher value target. Maybe he would have gotten that. But momentum shifting into Timbo's favor right now with that victory there, taking out the Nexus of his opponent. And now he does have Storm. That's the Templar Archives, but doesn't look like only one High Templar over here. And Storm's obviously very good against almost anything. So would like to see Timbo commit to a few more High Templars there. Not sure why he's warping in Adepts. Not a very useful unit right now. Both players getting their fourths up. B-Breed a little bit quicker on his. It's already fully saturated there. Does have to remake his main base, however. And B-Breed's probing has been absolutely excellent. Up to 80 right now. Only 64 for Timbo. Both players floating a lot of money. They have a lot of free supply, just not spending their money. And B-Breed doesn't really have that many gateways. If we take a look at the structure count over here, 7 from B-Breed, 15 gateways from Timbo. So no excuses for Timbo on why he's not spending his money. But that is his MO. Does that with every race, I suppose. And pretty nice, scary army here from Timbo. Good number of Zealots, Stalkers, some High Templars in the mix, even an Archon there. And B-Breed gonna go for some Warp Prism shenanigans, try to equalize. And this could potentially do some good damage, as Timbo not aware of this. He does see the edge of it, but probably didn't take a look at his mini-map. And Timbo also going for, well, he thought about it and maybe just kind of moved his whole army. Does move those Adepts back, and he's going to try to do some harassment of his own, perhaps shading in. B-Breed pulling his probes there. Good reaction. But Timbo lets the shade finish. Doesn't really get a whole lot. The army of B-Breed is in position to clean up these Adepts. Only 2 probes going down there, and a lot more went down for Timbo. I think it was something like 7. So that only extends B-Breed's worker lead. However, the army supply heavily in favor of our red Protoss, as we see 111 to 36. That's crazy. What are you doing, B-Breed? Gotta make more stuff. Timbo, if only he knew he could just walk across the map and close the show. And it looks like he might do that anyways. Let's see if B-Breed can muster up a defense. Not really spending his money not warping anything in, not producing out of this Robo, this Stargate, and one gateway here. Still unpowered. BB is going for a 5th base as well. Look at how much money he has. This is ridiculous. And 98 workers? This man is crazy. Here comes the attack of Timbo, and I do not see a world in which B-Breed can possibly hold this. The complexity of Timbo's army just so much greater. Not to mention the numbers. Storms going down. B-Breed going to be breathing his last breath in this game as Timbo just barreling forward, dropping storms and just chopping everything up with these zealots. 23 probes going down in that exchange. Gonna be evening up the workers a little bit, but that doesn't even matter anymore as the army for Timbo just way too massive. Storm blanketing everything, even his own zealots, and GG gets called. Timbo gonna tie things up in game number 2. Welcome back. We are all tied up 1 apiece in this PvP clown fiesta between the teal Protoss B-Breed and the red Protoss Timbo Slice. Pretty good game out of Timbo in that last game. He made the necessary adjustments to defend against the Oracle harassment, and his macro was just better at producing units. Kind of weird to say for this guy who rarely spends his money, but hey, he made a big enough army, he attacked, he won, and that brings us into game number 3, all tied up 1 apiece. Now, do have a slight variation here as B-Breed going for the in-base forge. So is he gonna go for some kind of cannon shenanigans? It looks like maybe yes, as he drops a pylon in plain view at the top of the ramp there. Not ideal by any means. Gonna cancel that first one, drop a second one on the low ground. This probe getting quite a low, and oh, does kind of slip on out of there, but the probe does go down, and that means this rush is already over. He's going to be sending another probe all the way across the map to try to make a cannon, but by the time it gets there, it's going to be too late. He lets those 2 pylons finish, and this is just not going to work out. Here comes the probe, finally nearing Timbo's base once again, but it's just way too late at this point. A zealot is coming out already. Let's try to make it, and it gets blocked! Oh, nothing going right for poor B-Breed here. Zealot coming out, and we might just see a GG here, as, yeah, B-Breed is totally cooked, and well, he's got a gateway back at home, 600 minerals, but what's the follow-up here? Oh, Timbo with kind of a miscontrol there, but should be enough anyways to take out that cannon, and B-Breed still trying. I applaud the effort, but yeah, This rush is absolutely over. And he's just gonna go home, it looks like. Might be able to play a regular game from this point, as he is making the earlier Nexus. But Timbo, he's got one gateway already. He's got the cyber core. He's got 3 more gateways on the way. Beeper is saying LOL, and that was an absolutely abysmal attempt, to be quite honest, dropping that pylon in plain view. And yeah, B-Breed's gonna have some catching up to do, but if he can drag this into the mid game, he might be able to carry an economical advantage with this quicker Nexus. But here comes a single Stalker and Zealot from Timbo. And B-Breed, he does have a cannon, so he should be fine. And curiously enough, B-Breed's position is not too bad, actually. He does have 2 Nexuses. That's double Chrono Boost. Needs to be spending that energy, but he is okay. Should be pretty okay defensively against a handful of units, as long as Timbo doesn't stroll in with like 10 Stalkers. And Timbo only just now dropping his Nexus, so looks like he has his mind set on some kind of aggression. But again, this cannon defensively, and soon a shield battery as well. It's going to be very difficult to break this position. And B-Breed probing up to 31. He might be in the lead right now, despite his abysmal early game. And Timbo, once again, kind of waiting. Not sure what the metric is when he decides to go. But this might be enough, not too sure, with this cannon and shield battery as well. But needs to drop the overcharge, and he does not. Big mistake there from B-Breed. And thought he was in an okay spot, but yeah, desperately needed that overcharge to keep that cannon alive. Now, probe's gonna start going down. Big mistake there, actually, focusing down the gateway and just letting the probes tickle his Stalkers. It might still be enough, as B-Breed only has that one gateway in the main. And Timbo doing a pretty good job kiting backwards, not letting his Stalkers get fully surrounded. 6 probes going down, but that's not really enough. B-Breed still firmly in the lead, 34 probes to 25 of Timbo. And B-Breed gonna try to get up 2 additional pylons. Is Timbo gonna allow that to happen? Looks like no. 1 cannon is gonna go up. Shield battery overcharge activates, and that's gonna keep this cannon alive for a long, long time. Look at that. And that's actually gonna be enough to make this defense happen. And pretty good job there from B-Breed. Does need to repower this shield battery. Timbo comes in once again with another 7 Stalkers. B-Breed's not out of the woods just yet. And things are getting a little bit dicey with this shield battery unpowered. Gonna need to pull the boys once again, but it is gonna be enough once again to make the hold. Still sitting at a comfortable 36 to 25 probe lead. And now 2 cannons, shield battery, second shield battery coming up as well. I think B-Breed has done it. Don't think Timbo can try again. And now B-Breed warp gate finishing up. Getting charge as well. Timbo gonna come in for another attempt. This is ill-advised with this many shield batteries. Another battery overcharge going down. This time Timbo wisely backing up. You do not want to stand and try to brute force a shield battery, especially with only this number of Stalkers. Gonna come in once again now that the overcharge has expired. But cannons and batteries pretty good defensively. And not sure why B-Breed just producing units out of these gateways, not letting them warp into warp gates. Kind of a mistake there, as it takes longer to produce these units. I'm not sure if he knows that, though. Here comes Timbo once again, and I don't think this is going to work out anymore. Defensive setup from B-Breed just going to be a little too good, and every moment that passes is better and better for the Teal Protoss, as he does have 2 fully saturated bases. And Timbo not looking too hot back at home. Only 32 workers, not even fully saturated in the natural. He's going to try to get a forge up for upgrades. He is going for a 3rd, so if he can get that up and running, that could be okay for him. But currently, things looking not too good for the Red Protoss player. And I'm not sure why these units are dancing. Hopefully they're not stuck. Maybe they're just jamming out to whatever music Protoss listen to. Look at these guys. They're just absolutely vibing. Look at that. And oh, now B-Breed going to be moving out. He does have charge. That means these Zealots going to be able to rush forward, get a couple swipes in. And of course, they just tank so much damage so that the Stalkers in the back can fire their whatever those beams are called. I don't know if they have a name. Plasma guns or something? I don't know. No, but B-Breed just chasing this down. His Zealots just bum rushing forward, slashing away at Timbo's army, and this could very well be the end. No cannons or shield batteries on this side of the map. GG gets called, and B-Breed gonna take the 2-1 lead. What's up, folks? We are back. It is a different matchup now. This is going to be a normal matchup between our Zerg player Kevin Lee and our Teal Terran B-Breed, who won that previous PvP. He claimed the scalp of Timbo, and now he is coming for Kevin. But this is a tough matchup. Both players going to be playing their main race, of course. Going to be a bit of a style shift from the last 3 games that B-Breed has played as Protoss. So going to have to put his Terran hat back on. And let's see, he's going to start things off with some shenanigans. Throwing down a proxy barracks. And Kevin, not one to really go for any sort of early pull in this matchup. Unlikely to see that on this map. The largest map in the map pool. So Kevin going for the hatchery first, followed by extractor, and soon spawner pool. And B-Breed going for that double proxy racks. He does have a gas coming along in the main base, but that's not going to be in time for any sort of Reapers. So it is likely just going to be Marines. And I would like to see him start building a bunker pretty soon. We don't see this SCV moving out. So maybe he's just going to wait for a handful of Marines. Maybe 1 is the number. Now he's going to move out with that 1 Marine, 2 SCVs. Going to need to start building that bunker before the creep blocks it. Alright, he does get that first one down. Can we get a second one? Yep. And how is the reaction from Kevin going to be? He does have his spawning pool already. He is getting a spine crawler in the natural. And that is the right move so far. It's hard to make the call to pull drones or not. I think he probably should have, but again, it's so hard to decide. But now both bunkers are completed, and it's going to be a very difficult hold from this point. Kevin, no stranger to this scenario, however, is going to start getting his Baneling nest. And Kevin does love his Banelings, but he is likely going to have to sacrifice this natural base, which would absolutely be huge already. Now the bunker positioning is very bustable. Kevin can potentially get both with only 5 Banelings if he goes right between them. And spine crawler is done. Going to start poking away, but that is not going to be nearly enough to save that hatchery, which does go down, and that's absolutely huge. Now Kevin gonna just run past. Gonna lose a handful of Zerglings coming on out. But what does B-Breed have back at home? Not a whole lot. And B-Breed just gonna move in with his Marines. Kevin gonna run back home, try to capitalize on these Marines that are not in the safety of their bunker, and he does clean that up. And yeah, not sure who this favors at the moment, because losing that expansion is absolutely huge. And B-Breed, he should be relatively okay back at home. He has 1, soon to be 2 Hellions, and he can pull SCVs to repair. But Kevin does have the option of Baneling busting, which he is going to be attempting soon. B-Breed, I feel like you should salvage these and get that extra money, because this Baneling bust is coming soon, and you're gonna want more layers to this wall, and down it goes. It's a little bit wasteful on some of those Banelings, but looks like Kevin respecting the 3 Hellions, and a lot of these Lings battered and bruised, so he does run on out of there. Pretty solid. defense there from B-Breed. And Kevin just going to run home, settle for cleaning up some of these Marines. The Hellions a little bit late to the party, not able to save their Marine brethren. But is going to likely take out all those Zerglings. Does lose one Hellion there, unfortunately. But he's going to drive on into the main base of Kevin, who desperately trying to get additional spine crawlers. And things are not looking good for the Zerg player. He is stuck on one base, while his opponent also on one base, but he has two command centers. He can lift this off at any moment, and that moment is now. And Kevin, what can he do? He is just stuck here. His mineral patches are slowly mining out, so we do see some of these very low, only 100 remaining on that one, 200 on that one. And this is all B-Breed needs to do, just chill and contain Kevin. This second base of B-Breed now landed. We're gonna start mining there, and a 2-base Terran absolutely steamrolls a 1-base Zerg. Kevin gonna go for 1-base layer, maybe gonna try something crazy, but time is running out for our yellow Zerg player. And I can only imagine his fury back at home right now, and he is likely gonna try to get the second game back with some kind of aggressive bust. But yeah, I do not see a world where Kevin possibly brings this back. He is going for a 1-base Spire play, and I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot of anything. I question whether or not he can even survive until that Spire finishes. But that's one way to potentially throw this away, just walking your units into death. But we have 2 Banshees from B-Breed with Cloak and no detection out of Kevin. And in come the Banshees, gun down those 2 Queens. And he does spot that Spire as well. Gonna start working away at Kevin's already low drone count. Gonna take out 7 so far. Gonna get another Queen. And Spore Crawler does finish, so that is likely gonna put an end to these Banshees. B-Breed not controlling his Banshees, gonna lose both of them. Kind of sloppy there, but 10 drones going down. He gets the scout on that Spire, and can't believe this game is still going on, but yet another Banshee flying on in. Gonna get maybe another drone or 2? To target that weak one, but no, he's gonna let that Banshee go down instead. That's fine too, why not? And Spire's done, but Kevin broke as a joke right now, producing 4 additional drones. Doesn't even have enough minerals for 1 Mutalisk. And Kevin just kind of getting choked out right now. Scan going down from B-Breed. Not sure why. He already spotted everything with his Banshees, but gets the confirmation, I guess, on everything. And still containing Kevin in this position. Kevin doesn't even have vision on the other side of the map. Things are looking so terrible for him. As we do see, completely in the dark. And now producing 3 Mutalisks. 3, not a very scary number of Mutalisks. And I mean, if he flew across the map, maybe he could get a little bit of damage done, but yeah, so what? B-Breed doubling his opponent's worker count right now. He does have a pretty solid contain over here. We do have this 3 Muta harassment coming along, kind of reminiscent of Yellow Jello's Muta numbers. Does often like to go for a small number of mutas, and these mutas are getting some damage done, but this is the major story here, just a massive Terran army. He's just A-moving, letting his units clump up behind his other units, sacrificing his banshees to the spore crawler. He doesn't care, he doesn't need good control. He's got the overwhelming numbers, and Kevin gonna waddle forth with his banelings. Pretty good split from B-Breed. When did he learn how to do that? And that is likely going to be the end there. Well, no, Ling's going to clean this up, and I guess he's going to hold somehow. 19 SCVs have gone down, 7 drones, so pretty good trade, but B-Breed still doubling his opponent in workers. He does have double orbital for mules, and Kevin's still stuck on 1 base, so as decent as that was, Kevin's still DED dead. These 3 mutas absolutely clutch. 7 kills, 9 kills, 7 kills. That's insane value for 3 mutas. But that's not going to be enough. Gonna take a... Oh, no, dodges that Widowmine. Can't really accomplish a whole lot with these 3 mutas. And I'm still stuck on that 1 base. Minerals drying up. He's at 11 out of 8 on the worker count there. And B-Breed not really setting up too much muta defense, but 3 mutas, I mean, don't really need a whole lot to defend against that. I still would have put down some missile turrets, but she is doing now, and that's gonna make him pretty safe against any further harassment from these 3 mutt-mutts. And Kevin, not sure what the end game is here. You're still on 1 base. Yep, slow banelings. You're still stuck here. You still got bunkers in your natural. B-Breed almost doubling the supply of his opponent. These 3 queens gonna waddle on out and maybe potentially bust these 2 bunkers finally, but I mean, B-Breed doesn't really need them. Loses that initial bunker and just pops the Marines into the second one. And Kevin not even going to be able to bust out just yet. Gonna have to bring his Lings and Banes. And even waste 2 Banelings. Yeah, I don't think he needed to use those there. But I guess he finally broke the contain. But is it too late? I think, yeah, by a mile. But let's see. Is B-Breed gonna be able to close this out? I think he could just walk across the map, to be quite honest, but he is respecting his opponent a lot. Putting down a lot of missile turrets. Keep in mind, Kevin only has these 3 mutas, so this is a pretty heavy investment into anti-air. Better safe than sorry, maybe, but yeah, giving your opponent time to breathe and giving Kevin a chance to claw his way back into the game. But here comes B-Breed now. Gonna be venturing out. Got a decent squad of Marines, a tank in the mix, a Widowmine, and a Hellion. Pretty interesting army there. Hellion scouting forward. Gonna put some fire onto these Zerglings. And here comes the push. Can Kevin continue to hold on? I doubt it. We need a miracle. We need some absolutely money and Baneling connections onto the Marines, and I don't see that happening. Ling's somehow taking out a tank. What? That's a start. And natural base going down once again. No Baneling speed. queens transfusing each other. Gonna stay alive for quite a while. Here come the Marines. They're a little bit scared of the Baneling, so they pick up into the medevac. And is this a hole? That's a little crazy. But B-Breed just gonna drop back down outside the natural and walk right back in. GG gonna finally get called, and B-Breed with a 15-minute game that he won 3 minutes into the game. Welcome back to this ZVT between our yellow Zerg, Kevin Lee, and our orange Terran B-Breed. Kevin's got to be fuming after that game. And we do see him sending out an early drone. Where's this bad boy heading? Is he going for some kind of proxy hatchery? Or is it just going to be a scout for any further proxy barracks? Let's see, it looks like he is going into the main base. And B-Breed sending a SCV out of his own. Now, what is that guy gonna do? Here comes the drone. And is he gonna just try to drop a hatchery in B-Breed's base? That could be spicy. B-Breed going for that sharp cheddar cheese in the last game. 2 racks, bunker rush. And this time around, just going to be scouting with the initial SCV, so no buildings out on the map. We might get a normal game. Maybe B-Breed wants to prove that he can win a normal game. Kevin stating that he cannot win other than by cheesing. And yeah, things shaping up to be a pretty standard early game right now, but if I know Kevin, I think he's got some aggression planned. Maybe gonna go for some kind of Baneling bust. He's gonna want revenge for that last game. B-Breed going for a Reaper. Very standard opening, but Kevin's Reaper defense usually pretty solid. B-Breed going for the in-base command center. Spawning pool finishes. Gonna start up Queen right away. Should be getting a second Queen. There we go. And a pair of Zerglings. Continuing to mine gas as Kevin usually do. And this is where we watch out for a Baneling nest. Is he going to drop that down? He does have the 50 gas now. Reaper gonna come on in. Start firing some shots onto the lings and drones, but shouldn't really get anything. And then the Queen gonna come out and defend her bebes. And that should put an end to this Reaper. Not even gonna be able to get out, so that's pretty nice catch for Kevin, who is producing 8 more Zerglings. No Baneling nest, however, so not gonna be busting, perhaps. And B-Breed well aware of his opponent's tendencies, still hanging out in his main base. He does have a factory with a tech lab. Going to get a tank that will protect him against any potential busts. But look at this timing. He opens the door. He's gonna wanna land this orbital. But here comes Kevin with his 10 Zerglings. Gonna catch these 2 Marines. These poor guys never had a chance. Not gonna be able to get up into the main, however. Good job, B-Breed, closing that door, as he does sometimes leave it open, and that could have been lights out. But the tank is out, and he's going to be pretty safe. Now Kevin going for the 3rd as well. Going for a layer, and he does have gases 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Likely going to see the Spire coming down very shortly. Baneling nest. Okay, no layer tech just yet, I suppose. Which is weird. 4 gases, a lot of gases, and oh, there we go. Finally, Spire. Kevin just kind of making me look bad, but I was right. We do get a Spire. And yeah, don't really need this much gas if you're going for anything else. But with the Spire, you do want as much gas as you can get. You want a big swell of mutas as soon as that Spire finishes. And Kevin does have his 3rd base, but it's not really mining just yet. Kevin never really been a hard drone kind of guy. But he does have that 3rd base as an option. But he's producing 16 more Zerglings. Not really sure what his opponent is doing, as he is only just now finally getting a scout in. We don't have that typical overlord that most Zerg players tend to have. So this is going to be Kevin's first scout and first information, really. The changeling gets stuck among his fake, well, real Marine brothers with the fake changeling. Overseer gonna fly in just to double check because that changeling can't get down there. And Kevin not gonna be too happy seeing that missile turret. Once again, going for the 3 mutas. That is not by choice. He is supply blocked, 81 out of 82. 3 overlords going to be popping shortly, after which he'll be able to produce 8 more mutas if he so chooses. But, ooh, this is a little spicy. 4 drop overlords being morphed. Kevin taking notes from that Dark versus Maru game in the... what tournament was that? DreamHack Valencia finals. And now Bieber did get that scout, but did he identify that these are drop overlords? As they're just kind of chilling here. Kevin gonna be loading them up with banelings, it looks like. And ooh, Kevin getting cute. He wants to make a statement in this game number 2. Here he is with, how many is that? 10 mutas? It's a respectable number of mutas, but likewise, B-Breed has a good number of Marines on the edge of his bases. He's got missile turrets. So, gonna be pretty okay. Does lose a handful of Marines there, as well as a missile turret. But he does trade off with 2 mutas? So not too bad there. Only losing minerals. Takes out some gas units of his opponent. But here come the drop overlords. 4 drop overlords full of banelings. And he is setting his sights onto the main base. Is just gonna try to drop into the mineral line. This is pretty scary. There's a lot of Marines here. There are missile turrets. Muta's gonna try to distract in the natural base, but missile turrets here pretty good as well. However, meanwhile, Kevin is throwing up his third, getting a fourth as well, so he is by no means fully committed to this aggression. Now here come the drop overlord with the Banelings, and in come the Banes. They are rolling in, but the tank sieging up. Still 9 SCVs going down. That is pretty decent damage. Now B-Breed going for a drop of his own there. Gonna be loading up these overlords. Gonna spot that, and B-Breed just gonna drop off and settle for all of them. One might get away as the Lings come and save them. So 3 drop overlords going down. That is some gas and minerals. And that does supply block Kevin a little bit. But Kevin, a pretty solid economy, 60 workers. He's got 3k minerals in the bank, 2k gas. That is pretty huge. And Muta's gonna clean up both of these medevacs. They can't even unload because the Ling and Bane on the ground just gonna swallow everything up. So huge catch there from Kevin, and this is pretty dicey for B-Breed, who is going for a pretty big attack. He's got 4 tanks in here, a bunch of Marines. Muta's gonna spot the tail end of this, and this is all gonna come down to the engagement. Tanks are sieging up, and this is very scary. Kevin, oh, you do not want to be filtering into this tiny choke point. You want to try to set up a flank. Put half your units over here, half your units over here. That's all you got to do. But this is very scary here for Kevin. He might have to give up this base, as the tank line just very formidable. And B-Breed, well aware of this, setting some of his Marines to protect the back there. Very smart move from B-Breed. Gonna gun down 2 queens at the front there. No Marines on top of the tanks, so these Mutas gonna jump on top of them, take out the tanks. Meanwhile, the Lings and Banes take out the Marines that ventured too far forward. And what were these guys in the back doing? They were not protecting the tanks, and oh, that is a huge misstep from B-Breed. He should have had a handful of Marines guarding the tanks, but the Mutas were able to capitalize on that gap in B-Breed's offense there. And pretty solid defense, all things considered, saves this base, taking out that attack. And I think that was B-Breed's big chance there. Now his tank count has been reset to 2. He's going to try to take his 3rd base here. This is a very vulnerable base. There's no wall. This is a huge area that Lings and Banes can run through. They can come in through this side as well. And there's just a lot of angles that B-Breed's going to need to defend. Meanwhile, Kevin, not sitting on the greatest drone count, only 56, but he has 5 bases. He's got a lot of money in the bank. He's got his hive already, Ultralisk Cavern, on the way. Just completed, in fact. Going to be researching that chitinous plating, and now I'm going to be dropping down his 2 Evo chambers. So all this time he's been on 0-0. B-Breed is at 2-1. So he does have the upgrade lead there, and that might be his saving grace. But look at this Muta count. Holy tamale. 26 now down to 20. 19 Mutas. But actually, that is a pretty solid defense there from B-Breed. Only losing 6 SCVs. Does take out about, what was that, 12 or so Mutas. Pretty good trade. But the big story here is these big bad space cows that are in production. B-Breed going to be loading up. And, oh, no, just going to drop them back down onto the low ground. Muta's going to try to come in from another angle here. And 2 missile turrets, that might not be quite enough for this number of Mutas. And Kevin's going to jump on those, and that means these SCVs are all going to go down. B-Breed picking up and going to drop Marines right under the Mutas. That is going to force Kevin back, but so much damage has been done. Surprisingly, the supply count pretty even, but Kevin with a lot of money in the bank still. He does have those space cows now. 4 scary Ultralisks. They do have their chitinous plating, so they have a lot of armor. B-Breed with +3 attack, however. That is some solid upgrading there from our Terran player, who is loading up a big drop. And let's see if he can get any damage done with this. Not all of these medevacs are even full, but this could be pretty huge if he can sneak in undetected. This defensive setup from B-Breed, kind of questionable, to be quite honest. We've got an unsieged tank over here. We've got a lot of open space over here. The B-Breed going to be trying to take his 4th, and here he comes with the big drop, dropping into the 4th or 5th base over here. Gonna gun down some of these drones, take out the hatchery as well. Gonna load back up and go into the main maybe, but oh, here come the Mutalist. You gotta get out of there, B-Breed. He does fly into the main, only losing I think 1 medevac there. He drops off into the main, but the Muta is gonna take out a couple medevacs in the process. And these Marines, they are pretty much stuck here. This is a suicide mission. Lings and Banes gonna run back into the natural, and he picks up once again, but the Muta's not gonna chase as there's only 4 remaining. I would like to see B-Breed be a little more annoying with these guys. Drop over here, drop back into the main, just keep bouncing back and forth and be super annoying. But now Kevin, sensing an opening, gonna try to go for an attack of his own. Scan going down and spots this massive Ling Bane Ultra army. What can B-Breed really do? He doesn't do a whole lot. He lets his front tanks just go down. The door absolutely wide open. And that means this natural gonna be ransacked. But the upgrades, keep in mind, are very solid for B-Breed. And could he swing that into a victory here? No micro. That means so many Marines going down to the Banelings, but he does kind of clean it up. There's still Mutas in the main and natural of B-Breed, and things looking pretty grim, but he can potentially hold, but at what cost? Kevin's still sitting pretty on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. These Mutas continuing to find SCVs and openings, and they do get out with their lives. 7 more Ultralisks popping out, 21 more Banelings, and Kevin with a 159 supply lead to his opponent's 135, and that is only gonna keep growing as he has a lot of money in the bank. B-Breed with kind of a last-ditch Hail Mary here. Gonna see if he can find that damage necessary. These tanks unsieged. Gonna need to siege them up, but oh, it's just a little too late. They're all clumped up. The Ultras just chomping away, and that is likely gonna be the end of B-Breed in this game. As these medevacs, only one of them carrying cargo, is gonna try to drop back down, but not gonna accomplish a whole lot, and they're all gonna go down to the Mutalisks. B-Breed quite dead at this point. Is it too late to make ghosts, he asks. And he says, GG, Kevin Lee taking that game back. Alright, now we're going to be playing a PVZ versus Kevin.
Not enough. Good luck. Have minerals now.
And I am not going to go for Adepts, which Kevin is weak against. No, I just always have to nerf myself because these guys can't keep up. So, you're going to have to play a standard game. I'm not going to go Stargate either. I didn't
minerals now
specify that, but you know, gotta give him a chance. So I'm gonna go pretty standard.
You must construct
gateway
pylons.
Robo, and if he goes lurkers, I'm gonna be pretty dead. But hopefully, I can win before that. See a pretty standard opening from him, so I'm going for early Nexus of my own.
They're attacking our cute little probes.
There's his spawning pool, so I'm pretty comfortable right now. I'm gonna be getting my cyber core, and let's bring this guy back home. Let's do a quick check onto this gold. I can't anticipate that he has it because he has that natural, but just in case. And yeah, so let's go home.
Gas, buddy. Come on, you need gas.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Not enough minerals. Minerals now! Get them!
I'm just getting an adept in the wall. I'm not going for mass adepts or anything. I think that's
not enough
allowed.
Minerals. Minerals now! Get them!
And we want
not enough minerals.
A robo soon.
Give us your command.
And a bit. Yes.
Minerals now! Get them!
I haven't been spending my energy, which is bad.
Not enough minerals. Minerals now! Get them!
I'm gonna get some. Alright, he's gonna take out my adept, that's fine. I've a stalker now, and yeah. Let's get a shield battery.
I am here in the shadows.
Yeah. We're okay. Let's get some more stuff back.
Minerals now!
Here.
Get them!
Cold is the void. State thy bidding.
Hopefully he's not trying to bust me. That'd be pretty dirty.
Glory to the Daylum.
I am not going for any kind of rush, and if he were to do so, that would be...
I am the
That would just be... not cool.
Finished learning.
We serve with pride.
Not enough minerals.
wise.
And I do need... observer. And I'm also gonna want a twilight. And a sentry as well. Mix.
Not enough minerals. Minerals now! Get them! Not enough minerals. Minerals now! Get them!
And he's probably gonna go for like Spire. This is my favorite thing to do.
Not enough minerals.
I'm gonna need to start preparing for that. Assuming that's what he's doing. Much to go by right now. Hopefully I can see something.
We need more
This
Artosis
guy
pylons.
does have that lair, and oh, what is this? A Hydra den. Okay. Roach Warren. So Roach and Hydra. Cool. So I don't need cannons in the mineral line, really. Gonna want. Gonna want some splash damage. Let's get supply block, and I just chronoed my Nexus for no reason. Let's see if we can
Give us your command.
out there. Does he have a third? He should. Yeah, but not mining. That's good news for me. No gold either. So is he coming for an attack soon? What's this changeling doing? Damn it. Spots my everything.
We serve.
Drop that Nexus down. Start getting some defense moves over here.
Not enough
Getting
minerals.
Colossus.
Here in the shadows.
Research complete.
Battery in here, and maybe one up here. Let's see.
Let
Oh, I need charge. Let's get some.
Not enough
That's
minerals.
in the mix there. Ah, I did see his Hydras.
Minerals now!
One Colossus on the map. That is comforting. Can we go right now? I want him to get
Not enough energy.
lurkers. Because that would be the GG. So let's
The
get
minerals have up and
the second
gone.
Colossus.
Your
Let's
upgrade is
get
done.
the Thermal Lance, and then let's roll out. Hopefully we can find some damage.
Research complete.
It's my second Colossus.
You're gonna need a tad bit more energy.
We do have
Insufficient Vespine.
thermal lance. And, oh! Okay. Not the best at dropping force fields, but I feel like this is not too bad. Okay, actually, it's pretty bad.
Here in the shadows.
And I don't have
Mineral
enough
field,
gateways,
I know.
which is
You can't
insane.
work there. Finished learning. On gas, buddy. Our pylon's under attack.
Here in the shadows.
Oh no.
You must place that in a power field.
I'm here in the shadows.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I just don't have enough stuff. Oh. Huge
Finished learning.
mistake. I didn't have enough gateways. If I had like 4 more gateways over there, I think I would have been fine.
Hey!
Just didn't have
they're
enough
attacking our
production. There goes all my probes.
Here in the shadows.
GG. Pretty big error on my part there. Didn't have enough production back
Good
at
luck and have
home.
fun. We're gonna need it.
And yeah, that was
Not enough minerals.
unfortunate. I think
Minerals,
I was in
now!
an okay spot
Get 'em!
tech-wise. I had 2 Colossus. Yeah. Not much to say about that.
Not
Should have
enough
had a few
minerals.
more gateways. Could have been able to warp in some more stuff back at home.
We need more Artosis
Not
pylons.
make the same mistake on this game, hopefully. And let's drop this gateway. Let's see, what is he doing? Whoa, why is my piece rallied there? Ah! It's fixing my rally and I wasn't in position to block its dash. That's silly. Alright, well, let's get our Nexus again. Let's ring around the rosy here. Cybercore. Where? Here? I don't know. Seems fine.
Minerals now.
Gas.
Get
I
'em!
need more gas early on compared to last game. It's kind of behind on all my tech.
Not enough minerals.
Fix that mistake. Another pylon. And finish up this wall.
Minerals now. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, not enough minerals. Not enough gas either. Let's start with a zealot.
Not the probes!
Not the probes. Is my Zealot gonna be out in time? Do I need to chrono boost this? Chrono boost it. It's to be
Minerals,
safe.
now! Get them! They're attacking our cute little probes!
Do. Here's the Zealot. Hang
Not
out
the
on this
probes.
wall. Is this probe gonna make it home?
Not enough minerals.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Base is under attack.
Let's get a robo here.
You can't warp there.
Oh, that's so annoying. Okay.
Entaro Tassadar, Ula Sadari, Gassar de Templari. By your will, for Artanis, we are the blades of iron. Honor guides me.
Now this is a very weak
Here in the shadows.
location. Battery. Let's double up this wall a little bit. It's kind of awkward. I don't really know how to position my stuff here. Get more gateways. Okay. Robo is done. Observer out.
Here in the shadows.
Stalkers. Let's see, where is his stuff?
Research complete.
There is
I am the voice.
Overlord. Can we potentially go out and kill it?
Very well.
It gets surrounded by like 12
We stand as one.
Zerglings, hopefully not. Cool, did get that. And then he's going to be trying to run in, but that's fine.
Very well. I return to serve. For Artanis. I heed.
Let's see, what is he doing?
State.
Oh, back out of there. Okay, well, I don't know what he's doing, but I know he is... He's got spores.
You must construct additional pylons.
I am here in the shadow.
Okay. Oh, Overseer kind of chasing me there. Let's see. Can we spot anything? There's a spire. Alrighty.
Our army be scattered.
Alrighty. I've got the information I done need. Yeah. Some defenses. Where'd I put this? Let's get some stuff out here. Okay. You require more stalkers.
Not enough minerals.
With my Twilight, there we go.
Here in the shadow.
Blink if possible.
Minerals, now! Get them!
Got a sentry.
Not enough minerals.
I am
Another
here in the
sentry.
shadows.
What do I get with this? I don't know if
Orange Shisan.
Colossus is really the right move right now. Going for Spire. Pick up these rocks because why not?
We stand.
Okay. What's happening over here? He's got his third base up and
The minerals
running.
have up and gone.
I'm gonna need to
Mineral
take
field
a
depleted.
third soon. Or I could just move out with this.
I am here in the shadows.
move his stock, his overseer in to die.
Justice be done.
Just get more stock.
You must construct additional pylons.
I am here in the shadows.
Minerals now! Get them!
You have blink, right? Yes. Okay. Gotta get that +1.
I mean, no. You can't warp there. Upgrade complete.
Oh, what are those guys doing? Alright, here we go. Let's see.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh! Oh! You're trapped! That's pretty big.
You're gonna need a tad bit more energy.
And blink back. Ooh, not the best micro there. And did he, like, totally debate me with that spire?
Minerals have up and gone.
Oh, we need more stuff back home. Let's get more gateways as well.
I am here in the shadows.
And let's go home. We took out that base. Let's not get too overly ambitious. And let's start getting Colossus because he is going for Hydras. Let's get Charge as well. Templar Archives.
We are one with the
I think we're in
shadows.
an okay spot.
Minerals now! Get them! Not enough minerals. Minerals now! Get them!
You're I am. We are the blades of fire.
Alright. Battery here, cannon here.
Gas, buddy. Come on. You need mineral.
Those.
Casal de Templar.
Okay.
Unacceptable warp lift. The minerals have up and gone. Not enough minerals.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Finished learning. Not enough minerals. You can't warp there.
My life for hire.
Okay.
We are my charm. Casal de Templar.
Minerals now! Get them!
We've got
Research
Storm
complete.
now. Let's go.
Not enough minerals.
We are venturing onto creep. I don't have detection. This is scary. Oh no. He's got lurkers. Ah! Ah! That's bad. I don't know what to do against lurkers.
Put it in the blue stuff.
I am here. My life for hire.
Of one Templar.
The minerals have up and gone.
You require my skill. Cold is
They
the...
come in from a different angle.
We are one with the shadows.
Finished learning.
State
Mineral field depleted.
it shall be as you say.
Onyx minerals now. Get them.
Oh man, I'm so deep on creep. Got lurkers.
We move
Let's see if we can clean up some creep here.
Upgrade complete.
for the reckoning.
Ah!
I charge.
Oh, feedback. See that? You guys see that?
Cold is the void.
We need more Artosis pylons.
Let's get some zealots. Try to
State
harass over there. Let's see if he's vulnerable at this location.
we are one with the shadow.
Okay. Zealots going in over there. Let's try to keep him pinned at this spot.
It shall be as you say. I serve for now. My charge.
Oh, he's going for the Timbo.
Glory of battle. I am the heart of
Okay, Zealots did some good work over there.
I go.
Not enough minerals.
I am here in the shadows.
Minerals.
Wait. That was Gandalf's Nexus.
State that we
Okay.
are one with the shadow.
It's dicey. But not terrible, I think.
Mineral field depleted.
Where are my observers? Oh. Ones. They did.
You must place that in a power field.
I am the heart of dark.
Not enough minerals.
Fodder here.
The minerals.
Sentries, maybe. I don't know how you're supposed to beat lurkers without Stargate. But I'm not going for Stargate. I'm a changed man.
Mineral field depleted.
Maybe. Let's see. What's he doing over here? I got lurkers. I don't know what to do.
Well, there's no more gas with this one.
Let our enemy
Vespine Geyser exhausted. They're attacking our
Oh!
probes.
Alright, we're just going for a base trade.
Not enough minerals. I mean, no. You can't warp there.
I am here in the shadows. Justice be done.
Oh boy. This is crazy. This is absolutely
they're
crazy.
attacking our base, not the probes.
Let our enemy know our fury.
The minerals have up and gone.
We embrace the glory
Hey, they're attacking our base. They're attacking our cute little probes.
Oh boy. Let's wall that off. Take this out.
I am the heart of
Oh god.
Base
Do
is
you have any
under attack.
probes out on the
Hey,
field?
they're attacking our
enemy
base.
know our fury. Intriguing. I am Let our enemy know our fury.
Hopefully he doesn't have anything out there.
Not the probes. Pylon is being roughed up.
Skills. We are the blades of iron.
Oh
We are one with the shadows.
no! My one pylon! Oh no, where's his stuff? No!
Seek and justice be done.
Wait,
We are one with
No!
the shadow.
he doesn't know. He doesn't know I'm here.
Let our enemy know
Oh.
our fury.
Oh! Oh!
You require my skill. We are the
Is that his last base? Can I just YOLO onto it? This is crazy. Oh!
stable.
Pylon is being roughed up.
No! Oh my god. So close.